phone calls show that Zimmerman was not scared and he kept pursuing even though he was told not to. Listen to this.
They always get away.
Are you following him?
Yeah.
Okay, we don't need you to do that.
Okay.
Now, you combine that with the call from Trayvon's girlfriend who says he was being chased, and doesn't that pretty much put the self-defense a strategy out of the window?
No, I think it does. It certainly doesn't look good. I mean, when he says on tape that they always get away, he was going to make sure, it appears, that he was not going to get away and that he continued to pursue him. Now, we have a stand your ground law in Florida, which is a horrible law. But, you know, the stand your ground law also applies in this situation that I can see to the victim, to the child in this case. He doesn't come to a gunfight armed with a bag of Skittles. He's going home, and all of a sudden, the person pursuing him, armed with a loaded firearm, is the person that is now claiming the use of this law. It's really obscene to me. You know, quite frankly, if there was a shooting and somebody was dead, and the police got to the scene and they found somebody who was acting irrational or crazy, they wouldn't say, oh, okay, now we're not going to make an arrest because he must be insane and the insanity defense is going to be used, so we're not going to find any probable cause. That's absurd. There was probable cause here from everything that I've seen. An arrest should have been made at the scene, and hopefully the special prosecutor is going to do the right thing, do a thorough investigation, and then make the appropriate arrest and bring this case to trial.
Now, Kendall,